African soldiers who fought for freedom. Some are dead and some are living. Those that are dead are still fighting on. Those that are living are still fighting. Shaka Zulu, African soldier. Elise African soldier. Namdia Sigi. Jomo Kenyatta, African soldier. Patrice Lumumba, African soldier. Marcus Garvey, African soldier. African soldier, show your power. Show your power and free your people now. Save your people. Save your people. Save them now. From economic hazards. Save your people. From political nonsense. I say save your people. From economic rubbish. Oh, save your people. From political yabis. I say save Africa. From economic jargon. Attention, African soldiers. La la sika se la la. Oh, la la sika se la la bien. La sika se la la bien. We are still calling African soldiers. La la sika se la la bien. African soldiers who fought for freedom. La sika se la la bien. About Macaulay, African soldier. La sika se la la bien. About Bello, African soldier. Yes. About Femi Awolowo, African soldier. La sika se la la bien. Dr. Steve Biko, African soldier. Yes, Augustino Later, African soldier. Second Touré, African soldier. Julius Nyerere, African soldier. Obake Swan, African soldier. Lala Sika Silala Dio. Lala Sika Silala Dio.
Voice have weight.
African soldier. African soldiers who fought for freedom. I want to salute African.
Their weight lies not in their physicality,
Some are dead and some are living. Those that are dead are still fighting.
their weight lies in
Those that are
their ability
still fighting.
to shape destinies,
King African soldier.
spark laughter,
Oh, friend,
cause chaos,
soldier.
or heal wounds.
Robert Mugabe, African soldier. Samurai,
But mind you,
African soldier.
every word chosen thoughtfully
African soldier.
is able to enlighten your life and the lives of others.
African soldier.
In the same vein,
African soldier.
words chosen without care
Soldier, show your power.
or careful thoughts
Show your power and free your people now.
has the propensity
From a
to cause violence,
save your people.
disunity,
Will you save your people?
and chaos
Rubbish. Save your people.
in the family,
Political yabis.
society,
Save your people.
or the nation.
Attention, African soldiers.
So let's watch how we speak and what we say to others.
We are still calling
Words once spoken cannot be taken back.
freedom. Nelson Mandela,
So
Africa.
as we go towards the election,
I said Nelson Mandela, you be African
we
soldier.
know that many of us have whatever it is we want to say out to others. But as we go about it, people, let's choose our wordings carefully. Let's be mindful of what we say to others. Let us try to prevent hate speeches that could cause our supporters to become violent all of a sudden. Let us say things in the way that will cause peace to reign all of the time. And so good morning, Liberia. Good morning, Liberians. Good morning, everybody. Locked down to the program. Good morning, Liberia. This morning, the team is here again to serve you breakfast. And together, this is how we are going to proceed with the program this morning, where we have prepared you as it relates to what we want to be discussing here this morning. And so those of you tuned to the program, we are live on our Facebook page and our YouTube as well. So you can just go there and leave your comments if you want to participate on any of the topics that will be discussed on the platform this morning. And it feels so good to be here this morning. It feels so good to be here this morning. The full team is back here. Yesterday, some of us weren't around because we went to do one or two. But today we are here to bring to you matters of concerns, issues of national concerns, as we are seated here this morning to bring you the program, Good Morning Liberia. And so wherever you are, we want to welcome you to the program. My name is Famata Duncan, and I'm here this morning with my other colleagues, and together we are going to serve you breakfast. So let me go to them quickly to introduce themselves and tell us how they spent yesterday.
Okay, so my name is Liberia-VOL, and it's a pleasure being on this morning show. Yesterday, I wasn't able to come due to some reasons. As we all know, the day before yesterday, which was Monday, it was the CDC thank you or rally for President Kuya.
Okay.
And we went there. But then I couldn't appear on the morning show yesterday because my body was all beat up. It wasn't easy there. I had to go get some treatment to, come to myself before coming this morning because for one thing, the crowd was too much that they pushed me all over, stepped all over me, and at the point where they even have to throw me from the media stage up to where the officials were sitting. Because the crowd that was on the media stage was too much. So they had to put me up to where the officials were sitting in order for me to, find ways to get out. Because the thing about it is I had my press jacket. It was the reason why they threw me from one stage to another stage.
Okay.
But I'm grateful to be here this morning and to be on Good Morning Liberia as usual.
Okay, let's go over to the next person.
Money.
I don't want to be the one to call you.
Don't
bring Palava here this morning. Don't bring Palava here this morning.
I will bring
She's
it
very
because
funny.
Don't bring Palava here this morning. Next person.
Why
I know why I'm
you
saying
come
next person.
let me
The
get
next
you.
person.
So next person now.
Next person. Go
No
ahead.
problem. I know I need to. Good morning to my peace-loving people of Liberia and for your continued support to this noble institution. My name is Grace Williams Joshua. I'm seated this morning for Mata Samira and myself to serve you breakfast as usual. So yesterday we were at the party headquarters of the Marty Coalition for Democratic Change again.
Okay.
Making sure that we update the public on national happiness and what is going on in our country, making sure that they are updated because that's what we do for a living.
Okay.
So I was there yesterday and we were there yesterday for that press conference with the Secretary General Jefferson Kochi at the press conference. So Monday we were there. You know what happened to me from that? I fainted.
Wow. So you were one of those who did that.
I have a serious asthma attack. And I was like almost dead. There was one journalist. I'm fighting to know his name. I'm looking. I don't know who saw him. He just pat me on my back. And that person saved my life. If I just know that person, I will never forget what that person did for me. God first, that person saved my life from that. Yeah, so that's it. So this morning we have our talking point.
That's like I don't know, warning bell to you that when you guys go out, you should find somewhere suitable enough that you will be, so that you won't be mingle with the crowd, so that won't happen again.
Yes.
We found somewhere Samurai and myself was standing. The place was okay, was conducive. But what happened was the crowd started pushing and they cut the rope.
Okay.
The military was stopping them, so they cut the rope.
Yes, as usual, the media will always be right before the officials, right? And the crowd will not be able to come to the media space. So the media had their own space and stage. So some people were on the stage and we were down because we were doing the live OB on the radio.
Okay.
So we were down talking, moving from one point to another. But then the crowd, the security couldn't even hold the crowd.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for what you guys went through.
Yeah,
so
it's
sorry.
okay. It's okay. But I just want to so they say Papa sending people to come and tell all those that were affected from that fainting. Sorry. So yeah, mom, you remember for us like our team as well. So we went through a lot. We went through a lot. From Jefferson's speech yesterday, I heard him. They set up a delegation, 7-man delegation to make sure to reach out to all those that were affected to tell them sorry. CDC all the media one, yeah. So that's it for matter. So
okay, and I must commend you guys. From what I am seeing is that every time we go out, we have more female on our team than maybe other media entities, from what I've seen of late. And I actually want to commend you people and urge you people to keep it up.
wow.
And yesterday I could not be on the team actually because I had an urgent trip to Calcutta. And the meeting was okay. I actually went for my church meeting at the church. It was okay, and I came back last night. On my way back, CEO called and said, "Are you coming to take the news, or I should take the news? And then afterward, you will take it tomorrow morning." I told him I should take the news. And I purposely did it so he can understand that at times it can be easy to schedule all of that. So he took the news last night, and I came early this morning to take the news. But that's okay. It's good that we have a CEO who is down to earth.
Yeah.
And he's willing to do anything, especially where he sees that you are not there to do it and he knows how to do it. He fills in the gap and do that. These are bosses we are looking for every other day to work with.
So true, and I was there yesterday for the press conference, bringing the OB live. He was also there assisting me at the back, making sure that I'm on track, asking those technical questions as usual, and making sure that everything is coordinated rightfully. So thumbs up to the CEO and the manager who we have that always have
That's
our
one
back.
person you normally don't hear on the radio. We really don't hear him on the radio, but everything that pertains to this identical place is him. When we are good on the radio, it's him.
It's him.
When we come to read the news well, it's because of him. If we go out there and perform well, it's all he's doing.
Even if you feel you are down and you're not on path, he still have a calm word for you. That is special.
That's the power of the manager.
Okay, no problem with that. All of the good things associated with him at this place, good. But your advice, your manager about my business.
But the man don't for you to work.
Your advice, your manager about my business. Okay, so we go to the program this morning. Thank you, ladies. It feels good to be back here. What do we have on our menu for discussion for today?
Okay, thank you very much. We have our first talking point. CDC Secretary General press statement that was Major Jefferson Kochi yesterday at the party headquarters. We will be diving into that after we bring you that audio. I don't know if we already played the audio. And we also have a very sad news that we will be diving into. That is the death of his Representative Hans Batu. That's very, very sad. We got that information yesterday. Grand Bastard is bereaved. Liberia at large is bereaved. This was a man that served our country until his death. So that's one we'll be diving into it. Also, we also have guests from Fly to discuss the national quizzing competition that will be kicking off soon within our country. And we also have our guests from CDC to discuss post CDC, thank you matters. So
Okay.
that's what we have on our menu this morning for our
Okay.
talking points.
Okay, so without wasting any more time, let's go to our first talking point and hear. Uh, um, do we have? Do we have?
The audio,
Yeah, do you have it?
it was recorded yesterday when I was at the party headquarters. So I think they took part of it in the news.
Yeah.
So I think we can just, I have it, but I just thinking because my phone is not too clear. So let me get it from the computer. So Samara, how you doing? I see your face all serious this morning. What happened?
I'm feeling somehow sad this morning. I can say that
Why?
because when I was coming here this morning at 6, there was a dead body lying in front of the Calando building right after 540 Junction in Concordia.
I saw it too.
And when I saw that man lying, I felt so bad. Wanted to get down and do some recordings, but Jesus Home Matters, I couldn't. But I felt very bad. A well dressed body man lying down. Only his slippers they took from his feet. And nobody can tell me that that man was a Sogo. Sogo can be well dressed at
I
all.
saw motorbike umbrella lying by him. Don't you think they
Yes,
took his motorbike?
yes. And I saw police going there because it's not far from the police depot. But I just felt bad. And it clicked in my mind that we all have
Maybe he
to,
could still be alive. You
we
don't
have,
know.
he's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Are you the doctor to pronounce that? You are not the doctor, my friend.
Now all your people were calling yesterday asking for you for matter.
Okay, I shouldn't say that, but I really don't know what to say because it's somehow sad because we all need to be careful in this country.
Okay.
We don't know what happened last night or this morning. Early this morning, we don't know what happened. So if you go out there, you just ask God for His protection because He's the first person that is keeping us alive, and you be careful out there, very careful out there.
Okay. So
Because
let's listen to our first. Let's listen to our first clip.
Question goes to the SG. Political pundits
What do you want to say?
think that the headquarters of CDC is not that close. CDC is boasting and it is being overrated. Why didn't CDC use SKD or other areas that could show more strength? Okay, so thank you.
That is the
Let's
secret.
go and proceed with the
That's
first
of my favorite.
let's start this question.
Is this the part we
To
want?
the Secretary General.
Okay.
Man down! Man down! Man down!
Change.
Well, thank you. You see here? I see a lot of you are spoon to okay, you have 3 more questions. Don't worry. Now, the question you're asking, that gay up, but you got the trainer by and the law. So, you have the additional 3. I because the trainer being about here, I'll play here. You get out the fish right in the water. Stay with. But want to respect the commitment and service of the young people. They bear 6, 5 o'clock this morning, and they came to clean the party headquarters. And that's why the president said the youth leader must be able to engage them and you surprise them. I say thank you for your commitment, young people. And I'll answer the 3 questions, getting 3 more questions.
General law major.
So that's it. I'm not David beginning with you are insulting the Liberian people. So you are insulting the mother of the young time. And I will tell you, and the reason why these people continue to prove to them, if you think that were young people, so the question is, you know, and of course, Asha, Turu, that one Asha, what are you paying them to catch they play again? So these people, they do not countenance the fact to respect the Liberian people, the young people. For you to say these people were induced to come here,
I don't think we can take the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I think we should
We
just
can take the whole
call it
the
or plate. Yeah, anything you want from there, I was there. I can
Mm.
address you with that. Yeah.
Okay, so you just listen to Jefferson Koji speaking to the fact that the president is the most experienced person when it comes to the presidency or vying for the presidency.
Contesting, yeah.
Yeah. So what can you say to that?
So, Grace, you go ahead first.
Let me waiting for the door. I think you're doing the money.
Oh,
Don't tell you, yeah. Wait for me.
You keep very, I don't know how to say it on radio.
Why you just scared of me, Grace? You go ahead first.
So again, I am throwing this out. What can we say about the Secretary General of the CDC?
No, for matter you ain't get what you earlier. Hold your place something for Grace them body. I trust you.
The way you came in here, you started answering questions
Exactly.
and other things. It just shows that you were the last person to enter here. Something wrong somewhere. So after the entire program, we'll go discuss that one also. But let's handle the program first. Yeah, let's deal with the program afterward. We'll go discuss that.
That's why.
So what can we say? What can we say? Just the other day we were talking to Charlene Bronskin when she said she was the best among all of the
Yeah, she will give Josh once.
all of the running mates, the VP running mates, and we're hearing from the Secretary General that the president is the best amongst everyone. What can we say to that this morning?
So, Shamasi Kochi got his own saying when it comes to the president. He can say whatever he wants, whatever, because it's political CCS campaign period. So everybody gonna be out there perking about their still-up burial or their fast still-up burial.
Okay.
So we expect that. And one of the things I can say too is that there's a saying that goes, it says, or you cannot, I don't know if you're in the bush, there's no way you can say so and something writing.
Okay.
Javasi Kwachi is a member of the Coalition for Democratic Change. He's also the mayor of the city and also Secretary General of CDC. So you don't really expect him to come up and say negative things.
Okay.
Yeah. So you always come to the board and say, these positive things that will be able to bring more citizens, bring more partisans to them to be able to win the October 10 election. So from now to that time, you'll hear that because you always praise him and give him all of the praises. And on the other hand, too, we as Liberian, we can see what President Weah has done for the country. Though he has his own flaws and his government has theirs too, but we all can see what he has done. But as for Kochi coming up and saying that, it's a normal thing because we are expecting to say that.
Okay, especially looking at the season
we
are in.
So that's it.
So
okay. Thank you very much. You see why I like Samira to go ahead first, because she always create room for us to extend the conversation. So when she's now on the show is most often boring. So, but I would like to checkmate Coach's statement and place it with reality.
Okay.
Kochi may be speaking from the CDC angle, which Samira said, and which is correct.
Okay.
But the fact of his statement is what counts. Let us check the let's just call them the contesting for now, those vying for presidency.
Sure.
Let's check them. Who among them have tasted presidency before?
That's the question.
None of them has. None of them. So, but for mother talk about Charlie Bronskin. When Charlie Bronskin came and said she was the most experienced, we checkmate her because what she said was not fact.
Okay.
Comparing her with other candidates, but this one cannot be checked at all because it's the reality. Coaches is speaking from the honest point of view, which is George Weah has spent 6 years, let's just say almost 6 years, in the presidency. Ambassador Joseph Walker has been a vice president, quote unquote, which he claimed that he was an old car parked in a garage when he was vice president. That is, he did not have access and control to resources in distributing resources and making decisions. Has still to be corrected. But now, George Weah has stayed in the presidency, giving direction, working with the executive, and making sure that this country is where it is. So if Kochi comes up and say that President George Manneh Weah is the most experienced candidate as of this 2023 election, somebody is right. It's the fact. It's the fact. Kochi is right. There is no way you can beat around that.
Yeah, but we also need to take into account that if not all of us, most of us know that Joseph Boakai have spent, I think, 40 some years.
For the summer year in different capacities. LPRC, the Agricultural Ministry, and Vice Presidency, not as a president.
Okay.
Government, the highest seats in your country is the Samara. Where is the highest seat?
You are saying something, just continue saying it.
It's the presidency.
When you get through, I'll come there, yeah.
It's the presidency.
Sure.
So if we're talking about experience, the most experienced person in the race right now, I stand to be corrected, as I keep saying, is President George Manneh Weah.
Okay.
You may serve as an agriculture minister, but you were working under someone. Someone were your president. You may serve LPRC, but you were working under someone. Vice president, you were working, you were co-assisting someone who was a president. But this president of ours served in the Senate before ascending to the presidency. So if you're talking about experience, and don't forget, he was good way ambassador. He may not have been working directly in the government, but he was making sound decisions for Liberia even before he became president.
So what's about Waka then?
Okay,
Waka not making sound decisions for
I
Liberia?
did not say that. We looking at the fact that you people told me that Samira and you from Kochi's statement said we should look at Kochi's statement, and I said, quote unquote, that Kochi is right when he said President Weah is the most experienced. Like Kochi said, you can be in 12th grade and I in 11th grade because I failed 9 times. Then I come and say I experience because I stayed on in the school. I experience. Once I have not reached 12th grade, my sister, you experience by me.
Okay. So
Samira want to say something.
yeah, go ahead, Samira.
It's okay. Whoever I got for the next discussion.
But I don't want it to look as though we are
We are one. I'm just backing what you said.
No, so we are not fussing. She agree with me that Kochi said what he said because Joshua is the most experienced.
I agree with her.
President, right? And that's okay. That's her thoughts, right? They're looking at facts checking and everything. It's okay.
So I think me and Samira on the red page today. So I don't think we are forcing. We have never forced before. We have never forced before. So I stand, like I said, you people can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not talking about the statement outside the competition, because outside the rates will have Madam Ellie Johnson serving herself for 12 years.
Okay.
So outside that. But in the breaks, those
Currently.
contesting currently, President Weah is the most experienced.
We have Joe Boakai. He's not served as a president before.
That's what
We have how they call him? Cummins has not served as a president before.
Tewon has not
served as president before, and other persons we might not have knowledge of yet.
None of them.
They have not served
None
as
of them.
president yet. But then in so doing, at least compared to compared to
Charlie.
no, not Charlie. Compared to President we have Joseph Boakai, who served as a vice president before. So he also has knowledge when it comes to governing this country and all of that. So we should also look in that light. I am not saying he's wrong for making that statement. Like as Amira said, every one of us has freedom of speech to say whatever it is we want to say, and we have facts, we have evidence to prove that some of what he said can be proven. So we don't want to further dive into that. But if you look at other experience and all of that, there are other people too who are experiencing other areas wherein they may have worked in over the years. So that's how it is. That's how it is. And so we just thought to bring that to the limelight this morning. Is there any other thing he talked about that we want to highlight here?
We talk about how Spoon FM closure in a journalist that was there asking question, why is the institution closed? And you hear asking question, are you defying a court order? Which of course for me, he was just being a patriotic Liberian asking that question. If your institution is closed, do you think you should be working at this time? Don't you think you are defying a court order? Are you not law abiding? And the gentleman was like, I'm operating from online. So he said, even they said a Spoon network. So why are you operating the online platform? Why the court is investigating? So are you different? So the young guy beat around. They answered, I think the audio is there.
But has the government put a stop to Spoon online?
Samara, I think they said a Spoon group of companies, and that comprises of
but he normally comes on. He normally comes on live in the evening, right?
Yes.
Has the government also put stop to that?
Yeah, but, it's supposed to not even be happening because once a Spoon, anything associated with Spoon should be closed until this investigation is over. So that's why Major Pochi is saying.
The fact of the matter is that the government will not have absolute control over that because the man has his own phone. He comes on live. How will the government on this side be able to put stop to him if he goes online?
If your Spoon has been on noble institutions, you claimed, like Root FM was, I think when Root FM was closed by the government, everything about Root is still under investigation. Punch FM, there is nothing about Punch FM that we know about online that is running. So if this case is under investigation, I think Spoon Network, what are Spoon supposed to have his own Facebook page as an individual, not using the word Spoon FM or Spoon TV or whatever. I don't know, but that's my own point of view on that. I stand to be corrected again.
So then if that is done, what do you think the government would need to do or must do about that? Because if he's still operating under the name Spoon, wherein the government orders the closure of the entity, what then do you think the government can do about that?
It's a question. Okay. I think yesterday we were talking about how some of their staff were invited by the Civil Law Court to talk about why they assaulted
and
insulted the officers from the court when they went there. So they went to appear before the court yesterday. I think we're supposed to follow that up today. So if that's the case, the government can still fine them for violating court order. They have laws on that. So, but Major Coach just wanted to be a patriotic citizen in a point where he saw a reporter from Spoon asking question for Spoon. So he asked, why is it an institution? Even went further to say that nobody should wish on the government. The government had nothing. The government is not happy seeing media institution closed, but the law is the law. All throughout Spoon been talking, he has never wanted, they have never wanted to close Spoon down because according to him, he says Spoon comprises of people that a bunch of angry people. That how he label those people, the Facon and all those people. He said if Spoon was in the government interest, they have to neutral people to be the panelists on their show. But because they have a fixed mind, that's why they are coming and inviting people that are angry to serve as panelists on the show. That's just what he said.
So I think we need to adhere to the rule of law in the country. We can't have a law that governs us, and when the law says this, then we want to do something maybe other than what the law says. Then where are we going? then that means anyone can just enter the country and do whatever he or she pleases, and no one says anything.
Especially a media house.
Even though we have a freedom of speech, but that does not mean when the government decides to checkmate certain things, we should oppose to that. I don't think that's
Especially the court, though.
the right thing to do. That would be something that would actually be healthy for us, journalists and all of that, because some of us we look at what people do, though it is bad. Like the other I don't know, guy said the other day, you see someone did something bad, and because you are in maybe the same position today, so you also want to do the same thing, because other people will say, but we saw that Spawn FM was closed down, and we still saw reporters, we still saw reporters in the street operating and all of that. So in Liberia, and every other day when I sit on the platform, I'll continue to tell people we need to do the needful. What needs to be done needs to be done, and let us not bypass the rules and regulation that governs all of us. I don't see it to be something prudent if we will always get involved in doing those things. Okay, so I wanted us to actually look at the issue of the death of Grand Bassa representative. Not going in depth, but I was looking at the fact that they've lost a representative close to the election. What can be done?
Or replace him.
Okay, so because I think if it had happened earlier, that would have been a by-election issue, right? Or what?
Yeah, if it happened earlier, they would have gone to by-election. So even now, I don't know if the government, the constitution call for a by-election, or I don't know if NEC will just decide that we wait for the
That's
October
what I'm
10
thinking, because we
election.
are just
be,
I think 1 or 2 months to election.
Yeah,
And
I
I believe
think-
there are other people vying for that position currently as we speak.
so I think they will just have to wait until the election starts. I don't know. Because that 2 months is something as per our constitution.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what I don't know next decision. I have to check and do some research around that
Okay.
to know what they will do.
And
So,
apart from that, there are other things that the legislature will have to do this morning, like hanging the flag halfway and all of that, to observe the death of one of their colleagues. Yeah. So we want to express our condolences to the people of Grand Bassa for their loss this morning, and we pray that all of those who are grieving will take solace in the Lord, as He who gave it has taken, and He will actually restore. Maybe the person He's preparing for them might be someone who might be even far more better, or might even do those things that this fallen representative was not able to.
But he was actually sick. But she was sick. I'm told he wanted to contest again.
Wow.
Even though he was sick, but it's sad that we lost people that have contributed to the development of this country.
Yeah, but as it is, it is appointed
God
on
gave
the
it in
woman.
ticket.
It
So,
is appointed on every one of us. Wants to live, and after that we die and face judgment.
So, all the thing we're
That's the
doing,
thing. All of what we're doing.
look at what happened this morning to that young man lying on the road.
He didn't even expect that would have happened.
Left his family, say, let me go hustle. Maybe let me get my susu money. I can't put my susu. Maybe to say, Mom, take the susu, make my family happy. Then you kill him in cold blood. Just for all motorbike. In Liberia, our orientation, our mindset is not like other country. Somebody come here outside to hustle. Now I can tell people around me. Taking life, do you know the consequences attached to taking life? You able to give life?
That's the thing.
Somebody suffer behind a child, reach that age to give them water to bathe in lapa. Then you kill them, dash them on the streets.
Innocent blood.
The whole morning just looking someone away from me,
Yeah, you don't need to spoil your mood because of that. Life goes on. life goes on. You don't need to spoil your mood. So let's take some calls as it relates to Koji's statement about the president being uh the most experienced among all of those vying for the presidency this time around. What do you make of this statement? And what can you say about the death of Grand Bassa County Representative Hens Bachu, as well as what did we talk about? What as well?
We talked about only these two things.
Okay,
We have not yet discussed.
and having workers from small group of companies operating while the entity is being shut down by the court.
Yes, yes.
These are few things we discuss here. Call us on 0770907907, 0880907907, and I'm bluffing calling these numbers because yesterday Grace was like struggling with calling these numbers
Because I did
and
not
was
have the
trying to
number, so I'm
correct
looking around
Mhm.
for the number. I dey sit down putting 7 to 9. You know, but my followers actually understand what was happening, and they started calling. Somebody even know the number more than me.
More than you. So call us on 0770907907,
I look around yesterday. I say, "Oh, where is Samira?" When Samira was there, she would call that number for me.
Okay, we have the first person this morning. Let's hear. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is representing that I come up from my email.
Okay, let's hear you.
Thank you for the platform and thank you to your co-host in the studio there. I follow you people everything, but you can want the silence for it.
Okay. Okay, welcome.
Yes, our Secretary General yesterday had a press conference, and when he said that he like the more experienced person, and he took my salary from there because he has held the country for 12 years being president, and he has that experience. So for those that concern, they are 20 people fighting for the presidency. So as more than he has had the experience going like in the traveling for 5 years or even 6 years. So he has that experience, and really the president in the state on Monday is the more extreme person among those 90%, they give me 20% are contesting for the presidency. And I'm going to say sorry to the people of Green Park. I write articles for their defenses with the Bible. Then often on the government, his son in America and Jesse is right, so he been on the off. So I let to say sorry because he said that's just because of our country. I let to say sorry to the people of Green Park. Thank you for the children.
Thank you ever so much for having your say on this platform. Let's have the next person. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Lamont Morris calling from Social Need.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, I love to hear people say the law is the law. And when they say the law is the law, when you see that favor, the law becomes the law. Like the case of Punch FM. On Punch FM, when the court came down a ruling that the government should be able to give Punch FM for license to operate, government refused to do that. At that time, the law was not the law. Or the law is not a law when it comes to that. But when it's in an interest, the law becomes the law.
Coach, get to your point. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say the law can be the law when it's in certain people's interest.
Who people now? Be precise.
Like the coach was saying, the law is the law and the people must follow the law. But when Post FM won the case against the government to give his lesson, the government refused at the time the law is not the law.
Okay.
Article 10 of our constitution, it says that the constitution is to any public schools that one of the things the government has been violating, and up to now they still violating it. It's not going to be administration. Government in, turn out. So as part of the constitution has been violated, but like that, the law is not a law. So when you think that in your interest, the law becomes a law, when it's not in the interest, then the law is a law.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. 0770907907. Let's have this next person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You are live. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Wakabusha NJ.
You said what? What?
Yes, you should take me to the topic of the discussion this morning. Thank you for that brilliant topic of discussion. Yeah, when it comes to our political view for the court of the Marawia, for the court, this is for the court. When it comes to Italy, that he is the most experienced candidate. There's no argument for it. There's no argument. No one can argue that. President George Marawia for the court.
Okay.
And I want to deliver today. The closer you just say right now. Because
Okay.
now we like
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's have this next person. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live.
Well, let me say good morning to all of you. My name is Ahmed Sana and I call for the event draft.
Okay, let's hear you.
Well, let me appreciate you for this morning for the beautiful talking point. Also, let me appreciate Almighty God for moving breath into all our voice to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
My sister, go. I think Mr. Kochi has said it all. I said, once upon a time, as president, we are there, we are novice to the president, people fly around here, and you are saying the truth. Because I said, now that I'm facing the president, I even see the seat of the president. At the time, I said, it was the president, or we are made of different people that fly away. Now, it's the past president, we are the most experienced, you know, the particular going on, read up on now.
Okay.
He accepted the president, you know how the president is, you know what the president is there for. Only God, they know how the president is there, God president is there, God president is not open to be a public. And the time we can get a bill, I was not open to all, open to all. When the leader have been made, that they come to open one debt. What happened? The election got to buy a government later. Thank you on our debt. Therefore, a still train, nothing can stop it. All of that, I didn't see it yet, but we are going.
Okay. Okay, so let's have this next person. Good morning.
Good morning, my children, Samira.
You are
Good
live.
morning.
Good morning, my daughter. Is that there with you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, ma, how you doing, my daughter?
All right, man, Sarah. All right.
This is the mother, ma, Sissy, I'm calling from Carol.
Man, Sissy, I know him. Good morning. How you doing, man?
Yeah, let's take you to my son's petition for opening this platform. Okay.
I think that woman will call
Hello.
back. And then we're back.
Okay, please call back. Please call back so we
Ma,
can
Sissy,
have
call
your
back, please.
comment on this platform. Let's have this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You are live.
Yeah, you know, I'm having to learn to talk on the issue.
Yes, that's because you exhausted your time and we need to give time to other people.
Okay, when it comes to the school network, the school network, yeah, I believe that this government is working. This government hasn't nobody yet. This government is all like red. Yeah, but sometimes it's giving information to like red people. They should be true, not because you hate the person.
Okay.
That's why you get somebody that will give like that information to the public. No, so no one is wish on everybody here, but they work for everybody.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. So 07709079070 08809079007 are the numbers that get you connected on the show this morning to hear from you as it relates to the death of Grand Bassa County representative and the issue with Spawn, as well as the president being the most experienced person. But let us also not lose sight of the fact that there's a first time for everything. Okay, so call us on 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907, and we get you connected to hear from you about what you want to talk about on the show today. Okay, we have this person. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, are you there?
Good morning.
You are live.
This situation there have been so much complicated. In a sense that our judgment that we have done a lot for us. Then we will say I come from the budget bureau. I'm professor calling from the budget bureau.
Okay.
Yeah, one thing about judge look at all of the things that he has done. He has done well for the Liberian people.
Okay.
And we will voting. We will come out immensely to voting.
Okay.
In a sense that his judge has done well. When you look at the back, you look at the situation within Liberia. So nobody can come out and say, oh, Joey, I'm not doing well.
Okay. Thank Thank you.
So that's it. Thank you.
Let's have this person. Good morning.
No, my
No, your
sissy,
line
the
was
line
bad.
was terrible. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for having me again.
Okay.
What I say is coaching said that we have to be best, yes, I agree with it. No, Samira Madola gets in our sick last year. I was sick. What would get what money from? I was going to get it for another time. They don't come let it go. But we have 3 months of any key and said, I'm passing on the pillow for I won't see. But then we have to get for the fee. What is the we have fee? He keeps on there. It's not going to be spot fee. So put it road there. Actually, my husband don't come let it. Just all free so who saw the left on here. Nothing they get on our feet. But the black is 3 months and they go back. So they get paid for your door for. And get figured out for the carry to win there. That's what kind of play to get that. I don't get over my dollar and mirror.
Okay.
Well, we are reaching a woman that we don't get a player to the next year for what we say all the time. So we have been work for us. Then it's just all of us that we have content. Then we're not losing a juice. Everybody, we get it. We are getting taxed and you let them. You take that down, come back to your party. And then after he gets big and juice. He's cheap for the 2 and 3 years, but it's just up. The only thing that I think my daughter mirror, my place is on the fee, and then money, I cannot stop the benefit.
Okay.
My issue, my need for it. My place, and then my food on the fee. But my time was very rough, my 1 minute, they go and start a development. No. So I put it up and we have to see reaping. So stop to give me 1 shot on our fee.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, my sissy.
She will pay for that announcement she made. Good morning. Your name, where you calling from?
I'm calling from the compound of the Intellectual Reform Bureau of the Market Coalition of Democratic Change.
Okay.
And I'm calling in my own capacity as the vice chair for legal and governmental affairs. If people say that President Weah is the best president,
Most experienced, not best.
yes, experienced and best president.
Oh, okay.
I agree. I agree on grounds that his developmental orientation that he initiated. You can see that President Weah, I wish that you were playing football, you saw the need that the bureau was suffering. Even during the war when you were at AC Milan, you saw the photo when you not part of that particular game. He worried a lot about the bureau. That we were destroyed, that we were down to her drain. And President Weah coming on as a president to initiate this level of development that he has come on and he has initiated, that makes him to be experienced and the best president so far of this generation. And to conclude, 2023 October 10th, this year, President Weah will retain the seat for another 6 years in order to complete what he has started.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you ever so much. Let's have this next person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Sumakane. People think that we are the best president. Okay, we agree because he is the best president. Look at his speech. He did have covered the whole city. So for that reason, he is the best. When you talk about spoon network, I want to so one year. Today you're happy to you the only around as you spoon network. But no government will come there. When they say that action against your CDC interest, they will get back with their steps, and I think it will tell you. They say the no, government is continuity. Today is CDC. It's good that spoon network. And those station in there, every day recording opposition, recording people. How Joseph Baga with that, how you did, they can close it down. Recording here in this country, they can close it down. Only spoon, because spoon speaking beyond statement that is not factual. Lying to the Nigerian people, the president can get over here and say something that is not true.
Okay.
More than 2 different times when you are declaring how they call it, the project that has been completed, it was lying.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let's have another person, 0770. We take just 2 more calls and then we go on to our next talking point. Time is far spent. When you call, just go straight to the point and we will have you put your point through on the platform. 0770907907 0880907907. Our guest union. Okay, so while we are awaiting your calls or before we can go to our next talking point, let's see as to how we can have a commercial play here on this platform, and then we get set for the second. Okay, let's just take this last call and then go onward. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, good morning.
You're alive. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Bernard William, and I'm calling from my Topo Village resident this morning. This is District 13.
Okay, let's hear you.
Let me say thanks to you folks, in studio for your discussion this morning. I enjoyed the team this morning, all female.
Okay.
This morning. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Let me say thank you to our sister who was going to feed the girls for Monday.
Yeah.
She was like very, 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 very much. I don't know.
Great. My name Grace. Now my sister, my name Grace over there.
Thank God, God, that's it to be for people, and you have to fulfill that dream before.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, because for Monday, myself, I was like, on the place that was easy to the challenge. You guys were very sorry that day because going on coming down, it was not easy.
Okay.
So, yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
To the point. You see, the issue of phone network, you see, that one when the whole case started, people started telling the whole government is Korea against phone, Korea against. So now knowing this case has been equal for so many years or months, some of us don't even know. Some people just started the closure of school, and that's something that just started, so the government go and close school. Now they talk, really going at the closure of the case. You see that? So you see, I think it is time now for we humans, whenever we are doing things, we should do things like this. Because at the end, there are some money we can get. We get that money wrongly. At the end, when government is taking from us, it can be bad. And what happens to water school? We have case in America, you know, without one year. Then, he got case again in Liberia. So, Liberia people, this case about water phone or phone network is not Liberia government.
Okay.
Liberia government putting phone TV to protest because you're supposed to use water or because you're supposed to somebody else. They're not Liberia government, yeah. They see that somebody who knows fast, somebody who knows small, somebody who knows better, somebody who knows uncle, somebody who knows son, who knows need his poor. He laughed at the man, and the man said, he laughed at me. I will not get to that. I will carry the court. So that the court now, because of that case, that the court now close phone network and not that one government.
Okay. Thank you for the clarity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's have this next person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You are live.
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, let me tell my sister 2004 landing.
Okay.
I saw her, how the was. Oh, sorry, man. Okay, you said that the topic. See what you said, he is right. It's something everybody said this. Okay, but among all the other things that is now, President Weah has a more experience than every one of them. Because President Weah is president. You understand? And none of these people are the president yet. You're not going to be in the government. Even with the vice president when the government for 40 years, you're not saying working in the government. You're president. You make it clear. Okay, to the school family, you see, I don't want the people to think that the government against the school family. No, not so.
Okay.
No. Okay, so if you look at the law, stop. Thank you very much, man, for the topic.
Okay, thank you.
With our president, he do well. The reason why we need to be president, he's working to one day, and he's doing so many things for us. Before they can be president, I got to talk to him. The other you want to say the act to act. The reason why they give him the act is because the role that you play in the war to solve the problem. I get it clear. Now we need. Okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you ever so much for having your say on this platform. Let's take a break with the commercial. When we come back, we go over to our last talking point for the day.
Are you tired of slow internet? Do you want super fast and affordable internet? Telecel Liberia is here to provide all your internet service needs. The internet is moving at a fast pace, and only super fast internet speed can help you keep up. At Telecel, our internet packages are divided into distinct categories: Mega, Optimal, Premium, Elite, and Big Business that suits kids, universities, schools, hotels, beaches, homes, offices, urban areas, and much more. Anything is possible with Telecel Liberia. Get your own streaming box for Netflix, Amazon Prime, Showmax, and more. At Telecel, our amazing 24-hour customer service is there to help you with all your needs. Telecel Liberia, super fast speed, 24 hours technical support team, the best broadband and fiber optic internet service in Liberia. For more information, please call 0770-399-399 or 0881-399-399. Or stop by our office on 3rd Street, Cinco, opposite the Carter Center and GLC building. Visit our website, telecel-liberia.com. Email us at info@telecel-liberia.com. Telecel Liberia, the best internet service provider, is here for you. Telecel Liberia, connecting the internet. I want to flex, I want to flex.
Okay, we are back. We are back in here for the conclusion of the program today on Good Morning Liberia. I'm Famata Duncan, and I have, along with me, Samira Wala, I have Grace Williams Joshua. And together, we are on the show this morning, Good Morning Liberia. So let me go over to our Facebook page to read some of the messages we have here. So if you are watching, you can just drop your comments, and we will have it read on this platform. If you are listening by way of radio, we will announce the numbers later on so that you can call and we have your reaction. So the first person here is Sylvester Yensua. Sylvester says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm following from the Bushra at Lempel. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Sylvester. And Emmett Hammer says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm following live from Cap City with 83 days to election. Thank you, Emmett, for following. You are always following us with the countdown to election as well. And we have Stanley Bosso. Stanley says, a very pleasant good morning to the peace-loving citizens of Mama Liberia. Following up live from the headquarters of the Professional Alliance Group to enhance the re-election of His Excellency, Dr. George, great man walking via. I'm Stanley Bosso. Okay. Thank you, Stanley, for watching. Invite others to watch as well. And my own incoming bishop from Kakata, Magibi County, the incoming Reverend says, Pink Clark says, good morning, my daughter. Good morning, and thank you for watching or following this morning. And Stephen Fowler says, good morning, family. I'm watching you from Gardnersville Chicken Soup Factory. Okay, thank you for watching. And Lawson Augustine Sagacious Wisdom Senior says, good morning. I joined this national fascinating conversation from my discriminated zone in district number 6, Painesville. Okay, thank you ever so much. We are also expecting more comments to come in as we will have each and every one of them read on this platform as we are seated here to bring to you breakfast this morning on some national issues and all of that. This one just coming in is from is a Hajin man. Good morning, Voice of Liberia and the peace-loving people of Maryland County. I'm watching from District 18, Mosorado County at my business spot. Politician turned businessman. Wow. Thank you ever so much. Thank you ever so much. So we'd like to begin our next talking point. We are awaiting our guests. As soon as they get here, we will be going to them to listen to what they have to put forth or why they will be coming this morning so that we have that discussion. So this morning, we want to look at something else. Samira, is there anything you have that we can discuss until our guests here?
Okay, so nothing much here. I'm just scrolling and seeing the amount of crowd that was at the party headquarters on Monday. People were fainting and they had a photo on the media. There are too many people that fainted on that particular program.
Yeah, and I heard they said they paid some of those guys that went out there. So I don't know how true is that. What do you think? What do you think? Let me put it out.
I can tell you that I was saying that I'm not a citizen, not for Unity Party, but I can clearly tell you that's a lie.
Why? What makes you?
From my time looking at the amount of crowd, the people that were down there, and guess what? The people who are still on their way coming, they never even reached at the party headquarters. The program finished. When I was going home, I saw some people are still coming with their banners.
Wow.
So how possible is that? How can they pay everybody? You know, it's the government. I know, but it's not true.
They put that money and in their various areas, they able to do that.
I know, but it's not true. You know, opposition, they have to come up with something because they don't want to limit themselves. Okay. They don't want defeat. So definitely they'll come up with something to say, oh, they were paid to go there. But it's a black lie. If people were paid to go down there, you are going to send something, you're going to get some, you know, highlights like it normally happen to Cummins or JMB. If they are paying people, the news normally can say where or smoke coming from fire there. But we never heard anything like that. On that particular program, all I could see is that it was in the love that had those children there. Because the thing is, we walk out from ELBC, one of my media colleagues, he was like, he was passing around. They make up people medicine or what? They make up people medicine because I really understand. He kept saying that over and over. Because Joshua himself couldn't control the crowd. When the crowd kept pushing and pushing, he felt like he could talk to them for them to calm down. But it never worked. He had to go up to where all the candidates can sit when they are having a program there. Okay. He went there. When he went there, the crowd turned around to that particular side again. He started to wave. He and Joao Taylor started to wave. He and the vice president, they started to wave. He started to talk to the people, saying, everybody saying, they couldn't even like, he waited for 30 minutes to 1 hour before he could come. They created a corridor. He passed and came to the stage. When he started to talk, everybody, they couldn't allow the voice to come from his mouth correctly.
So then, how were the older people that went out there? How were they protected? How were they taken care of? If that is the case, if you want to talk about the place being crowded like that.
Yeah, but I can say that the older people that went there, I think they even get strength more than the young people. I can say that because of all the people I saw fainting, I never saw old man among them. It was not young folks that were fainting. I never saw any old man among them fainting. It's either these people, they know where to go and stand for them not to be pushed.
Okay.
They were at the front because the force were coming from the front. Because everybody wanted to go to the stage, that where the force was coming from. But I never saw old man among or these people.
And what do you think people were pushing to reach closer to the stage? What really they wanted to show or to prove?
I don't really know, but when they reached to the stage, they started calling for water.
Wow.
We want water. We want water. Joshua, he was sitting looking at them. When they were pushing coming to the stage, she kept sitting and doing it like they tell putting people telling her to do like at the point where the master of ceremony even said the stage they built for the media. He said the stage is about to break. The people say let it break.
And you people
we
were
fought
there.
and we were on the stage. When we fought and let the stage break. So the other girl said, the other journalist said, you're just pushing it. If he said church, we can't waste money. We want money for him. Who tell you that money we want? So either we want money from church, where if we say pushing the go see that water we want. Because the fire service people, they were way at the back. The crowd was too much, so they couldn't make it at the front. So they couldn't bring the truck for water to be wasted on or these people. So at the end of the day, or you can see the video that Moba Molu, the chairman, and some people they started bringing a sack of water, but it just couldn't help. They will open it, they tear out the teeth and waste it, they tear out the teeth and waste it, but the heat. It couldn't just stop it, the heat. When I was trying to go in front so that I can go to the next stage, it was when I saw Grace coming, they told Grace, they bringing her, I look in your hand, I can see the microphone. I said, okay. I have a small phone, the earpiece in my ear, so I kept listening to the radio. And then Seku, the CEO of Voice of Liberia, was like, Samira, can you guess me? I was like, boss man, where I am right now.
It's not easy.
I can't even talk the microphone. It was I saw the microphone in or fell him. So I took it. I said my microphone when he said yes. It was one of your friends. I took it from him. And then the other boy told me and threw me. He threw me over to the security on the stage. The security grabbed me and pulled me down.
Wow.
So I was like, what if I'm going to be very fat?
So now, see, let me bring the manager issue back. Manager always tells me he wants to see me inside. So if I am inside and I'm to go out, so that's how is that how he wants it to be?
From that particular incident, I'll be like, anytime you go to the shoot, from that theory is lapatra, so you don't wear lapatra.
Okay.
Because you might be in that particular stage where the tracer will tear. Because it's lapa.
Okay.
Everybody pushing everybody. It wasn't just easy that day.
Wow.
It wasn't easy, the crowd. So if people are coming up and saying that they were paid, I will defer with them on that.
Not even boys, not children. Some men said they saw people that gave lappers to some people in their community with an amount of 3,000 Liberian dollars to come out on Monday, maybe get themselves prepared to come out on Monday. That's the reason why they could pour in like that.
I don't think so, because you have people walking from their favorite destination on Monday.
But we even saw it here.
Walking to go in the group. Everywhere you pass, you will see CDC Lapa. Yeah, but the Lapa thing, I'm not saying they give money, but this particular Lapa thing, like if you are a political group and you have an event coming up, you give your CDC get all that accelerates them. So definitely when these events coming up, they will share their Lapa and share their caps. But about the money thing, I would not want to believe it. So because we can see that young people, we can see that people in Liberia again, the love for George Weah is just there. It's not about the money. Even in the recording, you people were playing here. Coachy asks these people who went to CC compound to sweep. They always sweeping them. Coachy asks them on tip as to if they were paid to go and sweep the compound. They said no.
Okay.
And because Josh, we are saying that they are always going there. Imagine you are not getting paid for it, but you're always going there to sweep it. It's so clear that it's just love. It was at Josh, we are said that, oh yeah, I will find something to give to these people because they always come here working on the CTC grounds. So just look at that. Can you say that they were being paid to say no, or they are not being paid to sweep the compound? So we can see that it's just love. When it comes to CDC, like the crowd, I think Joelle, the vice president, I think she was the crowd.
Okay.
She saw the crowd.
Okay.
It was just too many.
Okay. Okay.
So you want to tell me that everywhere, Josh, we are going to pay people, because even in Grand Basso, people turn up in their numbers again. So it's just they're paying people for them. If he's paying people to attend or his program, they won't.
Talking a microphone, please.
If he is paying people to attend his program, it won't be that amount of people that can go there. They will not even show up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because some people eat the money. Some people eat the money and they will sit home and say, well, eat the money, why are you?
why don't pay me for the go down there? I think it's the people money I'm going there again.
Okay.
It's what most people want to.
Okay, so we hope that the crowd we saw will be converted into votes.
Yeah, I can say that seeing the crowd is another thing, and having these people to vote for you is another thing. Because anybody can just wear a party t-shirt and go and celebrate with them.
Okay.
Yes, I can tell people that clearly. I don't like to be very plain with it. We are seeing at church, we have been putting up more of crowd, and we all can see that he's loved by his people.
Okay.
Right? But the crowd is another thing. Because I can say people looking for money. They say I saw some boys on Cummins Rally that you have retired Sophie Rally. They were there and singing for Cummins before Cummins could hit the stage. But then on church we are even I saw them there again.
Wow.
Yeah, so looking at the crowd is another thing, and seeing the amount of people that will be able to vote for you is another thing. So the crowd too, we can say that everybody that were present at the party headquarters, they will be the ones to vote for President Weah comes October 10. We are not excited about that because we have some UP partisans too, they were there. Yeah. We have silent voters too, where any party comes, they will associate with them. And at the end of the day, when they go to the polls, they have different person to vote for. But our thank you program, it wasn't easy. And Grace can relate. She had a whole lot of work. That's what I'm saying. To be a journalist is not an easy thing. To serve your people is not an easy thing because it's our profession and we got too much love for this particular profession. So whatever we do in it, we see it with love, or whatever happened, we embrace it because it was what we chose to do.
Okay, thank you very much, Samara. And as for me, it is possible that people can say that they were paid. That's their opinion. I respect every Liberian opinion when it comes to national issue. But getting money and going on the street is another thing. If I have money, maybe for a specific tax, to run me a politician I don't love and I know he has failed this country, and somebody come to me, give me lapa, and tell me, say, attend this program. Do you think if I had knowing I don't like this man, I would want to go? I would not want to go.
Exactly, that's my point.
I would say, eat that money and take care, feed my children, and don't go anywhere because I know this politician has failed the Liberian people. And if he brings money for me to go back and support him, being intelligent as I am, I would tell him, no, I take that money, use it for my purpose and stay home.
Sure.
But what I saw on the field that day was different. Even when my husband and I, because he came to pick me up, were on the bike going home, you could see that people walking from the party headquarters all the way to ELB Junction. The only time in my life I have seen Liberian gather in such a huge number is when we have a football match or a game that unite us or county meet. That's when you see Liberian gather in that huge quantity to celebrate as one. So what I saw at the party headquarters on Monday, and even what I saw yesterday, I saw Liberians shouting, singing battle cry in a conference hall yesterday. Papi Solo conference hall at the party headquarters of Congress for Democratic Change. They were shouting, singing, and all kinds of songs they have made just to ring praises on Ambassador George Weah. If I am a Liberian and know fully well deep inside that this person has not done well for this country, I don't think I will be able to sing those songs. So what politicians should be doing, what opposition should be coming up with is a crafted idea to allow Liberians to know why they want to unseat President George Weah. Give us their platform, tell us how. Like, for example, yesterday, Simeon Freeman said that when he becomes president, he will erase income taxes. We talked about that yesterday. There will be no income taxes. That his own platform he's bringing. Congo said there will be protests today that when he become president, there will be no form of corruption. That his own platform, that's what we want the opposition to be doing. Tell the Liberian people what you would do for them. It shouldn't be personal attack.
Okay.
Even if they pay their partisans to go there or they pay their way. Is it your business? Is that what we should be talking?
Okay. Okay, the time is exactly 9 o'clock, and any minute from now, we will be ushering in our guests who come from the CDC, and they are the post CDC thank you discussion team, right? And we will be discussing with Randa Tobayu and also Hey Love Mark. They will be here any minute from now to discuss on the post thank you issues of the CDC.
So
here
I
today.
don't think people should be running around talking about money, this and this and this and this. If somebody love you, even if that person love you unconditional, I saw on a fear nearly die. In my reportage, duty that no story worth dying for. But
And that was the first time that ever happened to you.
yeah, I came closer. I report for the executive mansion. I've never had this encounter before. I came closer to death only because the people wanted to see. The crowd was mute. They were okay. But when they saw President Weah walk up the stage, everything changed. Everything changed. Especially when he just waved at them. They went like mad. Like they wanted to touch him. They want to come closer to him. So that way they started pushing, and I fell and I lost my balance. So that's it. What we should be talking is about the well-being of our country. If a politician want to come to power, how well they can take care of this country, what's their platform, what they're bringing on board. These are the things we should be discussing. We shouldn't be talking about people paying people to go for campaign. Can CDC pay all those crowd that was there? Can they pay them? Is it possible? Do you know the amount of human being that turned out on Monday to grace that occasion? Do you know? Can you count? People were from the park, from Famuma. Every junction was crowded. Can CDC pay them what money President Biya had? So people should take their argument from different perspective. It shouldn't be like CDC pay people. That's a weak argument. That's just another time. I'm telling you, it's not because I did not go prepared. I knew I was sick. I have asthma, but I went there to do my duty, and the people will come until they saw His Excellency. That's when everything changed. So we should erase that argument. Thank you for matter.
Okay, thank you ever so much, Grace and Samira. You people were the ones that went out this gone on Monday as it relates to covering the thank you or appreciation rally that was held at the CDC headquarters. And so let's take a break. When we come back, we will go to our guests who are here to tell you why they are here this morning. questions from all angles. Let's give them the time to introduce themselves before we go further. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Samata, and good morning to your amazing audience in the studio.
Okay.
I'm Randa Masaka Dobai II. I am the Secretary General for Records and Research of the Congress for Democratic Change and by extension, the Coalition for Democratic Change.
Okay, welcome.
Well, thank you. Let me say good morning to you and your team. And I'm here to give Mark and serve as the PO for the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Tibetan Coalition for Democratic Change. And also, I permit me to bring you greetings from the person who chaired the affair of the Youth League, Dr. Imran Johnson. Let me also say it's a privilege sharing breakfast with you with one of the doyens of our institution, leader Randall W. Thank you for giving us the opportunity.
Okay, so on behalf of the team, let me say welcome to you at home as we go through the discussion this morning. So let me start by saying, how is the CDC and how's the party sense?
Thank you very much. The party is very great. The people very great, females in studio. That's how great the party is. So if you can quantify your greatness, you know how great the party is. The party it's a very grateful party. You know, we were funded in 2005. We're funded from the belly and the ambient of absolute poverty, from the quadrant of rejection, for those destitute young people who people believe society has no space for you, people who were born immediately before the war, after the war, people who, because of their names, they were discriminated because of the school they went to, because they grew up in Clarendon, in slum community, people who grew up not eating breakfast, single mothers and wayward kids and orphans. Those were the fundamental reason why the party CDC was funded on the principles and tenets of labor democracy, for the essence of absolute inclusion, to ensure that the forgotten masses of our society has a space. It is against these basic principles and reason why the CDC was funded. And after almost 20 years of absolute existing and radical progressive leadership, I can tell you that the CDC is living up to its funding objectives and modus operandi and reasons why it was formed. I can tell you we are great, and after about 5 years of our stewardship, we as the derivative elements of the CDC are extremely proud that we have a party we can associate with, a party in our lifetime that can give on to us what generations before us were deprived of. So, in short, matter talking, I can tell you in no additional terms that the CDC is great, is grateful to the people of Liberia, and we believe correspondingly the people of Liberia are grateful to the CDC and the government institution.
So, tell us more about the just ended appreciation rally that was held for the president.
My mind, I must give you guys the flower. You know, I listen to people from every walk of life asking, why should President Weah be appreciated? Now, then I will take it back a little bit. Maybe they do not understand the historical quality of political leadership in this country. Maybe they do not understand that like it was founded 1847, right after 1822, after the Commonwealth and colonial era ended, and Liberia being the earliest and first black independent state on the continent of Africa. Since the foundation of this country, all presidents combined, they have paved less than 800 kilometers of road. President, we are in less than 6 years have paid over 600 kilometers of road. All the presidents combined in this country, everybody, the amount of paved road we inherited, it was less than 800 kilometers, I think 755 kilometers. As president, as I speak to you, this government has constructed over 576. That is primary road. I'm not talking about feeder road. I'm not talking about community road. And somebody saying, why are you appreciating President Weah? When President Weah took power as president in 2018, when he took the oath of affirmation to lead our country, All doctors in this country, doctors who went to school to save life, to save pregnant women, doctors who went to school to perform surgery, doctors who went to school to kill malaria, or other call it malaria, right? Those doctors, everyone, the highest a doctor was going away as paid, it could mean go to the Ministry of Health, go to JFK. If you have a brother who is a doctor, asking the highest a doctor was making was 700 USD. Today, as I speak to you, the minimum that a doctor goes home with is 2,000 United States dollars.
Okay.
If you ask me why we converge, why the Liberian people throughout the 4 cardinal points of this country converge, I will tell you that when we took power in 2018, 2,500 health workers were laid down because there was a donor pool fund that was responsible for them. Donor pool fund has dry out. Donor could no longer pay. This government, being an extremely responsible government, said, I will not allow my people roam in absolute destitution. On that basis, the government absorbed those people, put them on its payroll. These are Liberians in the community. They got screens, they got attachment, they got root. They are living, they have felt the nutrient of President. We are good and sound leadership. And you asking me, why did people converge to appreciate President? These people have conscience. These people have conscience. If you ask me again, just right on health, just at the end of last year, I was in Bapolu, still on environmental assessment. You know, I also serve as Deputy Executive Director of the EPA, and I'm a technical man, I'm a PO, practical scientist, environmental, climate justice advocate. Okay. That's my background, renewable energy expert. So sometimes I go up interior to see what is going on. On one of my assessment, Madam Donkey, it will amaze you to know that a lady in her May 40, 41, 42 was on motorbike leaving from Bapolu from the depth of the Bele Forest, going to Banga to seek medical attention. Okay. This lady, fortunately, amazingly, was 5 months old pregnant. She has to get on a motorbike that has some mechanical defect. She got on that motorbike to go. The motorbike has a series of missteps on the way, and this woman arrived in Banga with miscarriage. She lost 5 months old pregnancy because there was no hospital in Bapolu to cater to her health need. This woman today can no longer get on motorbike from Bapolu to Bon County because President Weah has built a state-of-the-art hospital in Bapolu. The Emory Hospital is there. Oh. It is there.
Okay.
So when you ask me why did people converge, the essence of that gathering, it was not a formulation of the CDC. It was an organic movement, radiating from the bellies of the masses to appreciate the president for some of these tangible, practical, and human-driven initiatives of the president. That's just a preliminary essence of our gathering.
I would like to ask you this question.
Yeah.
I don't know if my mic is open for my dad.
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah, I want to know. There are speculations that the gathering yesterday on Monday comprises of the CDC giving people lapa and money to turn up. That's what we're discussing before you came in the studio. So for the public's sake, can you clarify?
Look. You don't insult the intelligence of the Liberian people. You don't do that. Liberian people are not ungrateful people. The president of a nation who declared tuition free at the University of Liberia, when since almost 200 years when this foundation was funded, people were discriminated, stopped from going to the University of Liberia. They were deprived of education. Do your math and see. Every year, over 3,000 people graduate. Imagine just those people alone decide to say they won't appreciate President Weah in the last 5 years. You know how many numbers we're talking about? Liberian people are not ungrateful people. You do not reduce the intelligence and patriotic spirit of the Liberian people by insinuating that they were paid. That is the insinuation of those opposition out there. And I know the devil out here you are playing, because it's myopic to think that the Liberian people in this country, every country in this country has benefited from a modern market structure of President Weah, and you telling me that he paid people? Are you telling me those people bury their conscience when President Weah today in Togbayitam, Green City County, has built a modern home, given to people free of charge? People that have not seen life come out in a lifetime today now have come out in Peretan and other places around the country, and you tell me that people were paid? You tell me those students. I met an old lady on my journey in Grange there, somewhere there in Tiamata, in Putu. This old lady have 5 kids. And incrementally, they were in 9, 10, 11, 12. Every year, this old lady was confronted with the nightmare of paying wire fees. You know how much money has been saved? The fact that she's no longer paying wire fee. Calculate how many of those old ladies out there, her children are screaming, and how many of them are very grateful. Liberian people are not ungrateful people. They can reciprocate. So they were out there organically because of those human-driven, highly, essential developmental initiative of President Weah. So it's so disheartening. You see, the Liberian people, there are some people. For you today as an opposition, you went on a post on Broad Street. You just need a keke to cause traffic on Broad Street, right? Nobody accused you of paying people in less than 4 hours. Your program has ended. When people come outside organically, for those of you female who fall in love, when in love with a man give money, say he be you, you leg him. You know what love does? Love is powerful. You know what love does? Love can get you emotionally intoxicated that you just want to, you want to achieve what you want to achieve. So do not get carried away. I let my colleague to come in first, right? Don't get carried away. The people went outside because of development. People went outside because Liberian people, that is a natural characteristic of Liberians. We are grateful people. We can reciprocate good for good.
Thank you very much. But my question to you is, as a young person from the CDC, you personally, what is your vision for the young people in this country? I'm not telling you to speak on the party.
Yeah, element of the party, but if you say personally, my vision.
What do you want to see?
I want to see young people that are independent. I want to see young people who can grow as entrepreneurs, young people who can write, who can do research, young intellectuals in academia. That's why I went to school.
I want to link my question.
No, let me tell you now.
The president recent passage of the drug law.
I'm telling you now. Okay, I want to see an enlightened young society. Okay. Young people who are independent, who will go to school and pass properly and be prepared to replace. Or today, I'm teaching at the AMU because I'm qualified, competent, because I went to some of the best schools in the world. I decided to give back upon my return. I don't take pay. So you can see what I want to see for the future is already been here. Even before traveling from this country, I was a teacher. I like teaching. I like educating people. So my vision for young people in this country, last night I was at the camps they are doing quizzing, the Liberia National Student Union. I went and quizzing with them. I will be at YMCA from here to mentor the young people so they will replace us. Because we were trained by people like George Weah who did not have the opportunity to go to the best of school. The opportunity he gave us, we want to give it back to the young people so that they will be prepared, so that they cannot be abused, so that they cannot be exploited because they want to go to school. Young girls, so that they cannot exchange their body for grades, they cannot exchange their body for jobs. That is the Liberia we are building for the young generation to take after us. And so that's the young people we want to see in our country.
It's either your colleague or you to the answer. But then, do you think President Weah will be victorious in the first round election? And looking at the crowd he pulled up at the party headquarters this on Monday, we can say that not everybody who will attend your program will go to the polls to vote you.
Well, thank you. And again, let me firstly begin by appreciating the resilience, the courage, the commitment, the ability of the masses of our people to come to the clear realization that the CDC as an institution has done extremely well, for which when you saw the convergence on this gun program, is a clear manifestation that these people converge simply to appreciate the evidence of development in the country. And so for us, we think, like in history, the masses are the final decision makers, and we do not question, when they gather. Like the leader correctly said, you do not question the intelligence of the people. And so there is a clear-cut indication that the President of the Republic of Liberia has done seriously well, for which people will always gather. Even if you were to revert this program to another date, trust me, what you will see will be, a human tsunami, as it was on this gun program. So for us, we think that the CDC is a clear institution that has in its embodiment people who were neglected for the past 12 years. People who were rejected for the past. If you do a political catastrophe, you realize that
I mean, the political parties in this country were established on the basis of last name, on the basis of family or relationship. Unlike the CDC, that is a complete configuration of people who are the masses, people who are, I mean, who want to make their own voices heard, for which today the CDC have come into formation. So for us, we think that that is the only institution that the masses of the people have come to a clear realization that this institution is in the interest of the Liberian people. So, I mean, to respond to your question on the basis of whether George Weah is going to win, I mean, in the first round, we want to say to you here, it was eloquently, I mean, proffered by the Youth League chairperson of the Youth League that George Weah is going to win on the first round ballot, on the first ballot. And what you saw yesterday was a clear testament that George Weah is going to win on the first ballot. People who will sit down to insinuate that people only went over there because they were paid, I mean, it makes no sense. Maybe they are just people who are, having mental recession, because it makes no sense that someone will walk on the rain because you get them $5 to go and stand in the rain to say, oh, they only here because they want to get $5. No, it makes no sense.
Then let me come in with this question as to whether, like I heard Mr. Duba, you said that these people decided appreciating the president because of all of what he has done. Did these persons, partisans of the party, came to you that they want to appreciate the president, or those of you in the in position in the party were the ones who came up with this idea of appreciating the president?
But you see, every time you listen to the media, you hear people calling, opinionating, and giving their support, appreciating the president. So even in the wisdom of the institution, if the institution decided to say, okay, we'll host a thank you rally for the president, I mean, if that was not a massive decision, you wouldn't have seen the turnout yesterday. You would have seen few party officials, who would just stay on the pulpit and appreciate the president. But in as much as you could, that program was dynamic. If you saw the turnout yesterday, what comes to mind is the fact that people just want to be appreciative.
We were there, we saw it.
Thank you very much. People just want to be appreciative. People want to be appreciative of the fact that students are going to school and the issue of wax fee, that bread are left with their parents. So you saw models in the rain yesterday. You saw, when I say yesterday, it has to do with the program.
Yeah.
You saw students in the rain. You saw old people in the rain. So it's not about whether the rally was held by the party. What we want to say to you, the message is that in as much as this rally was well attended, it tells you that people are highly appreciative and they are prepared to ensure that the vote Ambassador George Weah on the first ballot comes October. And what we saw yesterday is just a clear indication that these elections are over. We are only waiting for October 10th to pull the final nail on the political career of Joseph Walker in the United Party. That's all.
Let me allow the others to come.
Yesterday,
on that question, I just want to add this point.
Let me just drop my question, then you just hit also, please.
Okay.
Yesterday, your party Secretary General and President of Law Major Jefferson Kochi point out that you have set up a delegate to attend to people that fainted at the space there yesterday. That was a direct mandate. Will you let the show more light on that?
Yeah, in party is very sensitive party, which caters to its partisans, those men and women, those boys and girls, the citizens who voluntarily walk and fainted in anticipation that they have just gone to say thank you, and they fainted. Involuntarily happen because when we converge, the tendency for more heat to be created, issue of oxygen. We get people who do not breathe. Like for me, I don't really go to where heat is. I got difficulty. It's something called heat clump or heat stress. It creates a bad environment where people they are deprived of oxygen coming in their body, and then it could lead to so many complications. So those people who fainted as a result of their conversion at our party headquarters, it's unfortunate, but we are a party of the people. We will be very insensitive were we to not set up that committee to outreach and tell them, we are sorry, it's unfortunate. Thank you, we appreciate you. So you have come to appreciate us. It is our responsibility to appreciate you. So those people, most of them have started reciprocating, they are responding to treatment. And thank God, just a few minutes ago before coming here, somebody delayed with stop at GFK, and we saw a few of them. It releases the president. He was very concerned, very, very concerned. He was the one who engineered that committee to be set up. So it tells you the man at the echelon of our leadership very care about everybody. But to her question on whether she said
It
He was playing, yeah, whether he was playing. Let me tell you this. But when the children who took Wire got through, they were in a uniform, they went at the party, they got to say thank you. The motorcyclists, you know, they now have freedom under Joseph Boakai and Tarana regime. Few weeks ago, they said they want to say thank you. Market with me. So it got to the point where, you know, some of them, because I'm the deputy secretary for records and research, some of them, there's a suggestion box, they will drop it there. Those were suggestions from people. And sometimes we listen to radio, we catalog opinions. We thought it was necessary to set the stage so that everybody will converge. You can do it every day, you know. We cannot sit there and say the people just woke up already started walking, coming. It would be a black lie. I will not lie to you yet. But you can see that it was happening every day from different segments, different people. So the party thought it was necessary to bring everybody together where we can listen to, okay, because in the president's mind, he was doing what he just supposed to do. In the president's mind, he was honoring his constitutional responsibility. In the president's mind, he was trying to honor the social contract theory. I give you power, you give me the dividends of power, you give me roads, you give me hospital, you give me SKD. When Joseph Boakai and his Unity Party spent over 20 million United States dollars to SKD, it still remains a fetid environment. It still remains an unqualified and incompetent arena for soccer. But our government honor the leadership. It doesn't have leadership president. We have spent 3 million. Could me, you can do the fact funding. 3 million, and today Sierra Leone is using our fee as mean international standard. You got bucket seat right in. To your question, what will win on the web ballot? The name again? Samira, beautiful name, beautiful lady. Nobody's going to waste Liberian people time. We are not going to waste Liberian people time. Second round is a waste of the Liberian people time. Their energy getting in rain. We are in rainy season. Liberian people themselves have realized the millions of data that is being spent for second round, you can use it to build roads. So what happened in Sierra Leone when you do the development indicators in this country? There's been more practical development than what the incumbent president has in Sierra Leone. Yet the president of Sierra Leone won on the web ballot. In Nigeria, you know, people are getting tired and boring with the second round. So that wave of change, you know, change is an irresistible phenomenon. Anything I stand before change, you will be cataclysmically destroyed.
My final
You
question
will
to
be.
you from my end.
Yeah.
What is your mission as a party to the Liberia? What vision are you bringing this time around? We know for the past you came from a very far place. On your place you have the proper agenda, the country or catalog from a broad perspective. But looking at this election for this president re-election, what is your vision for
The stage one of the propo was intended to set the stage, to set the foundation, the pillar for development. Every country develops based on rural connectivity. So that stage has been set. The propo was intended to give power to the people. Today you see me like me, render to Bayou, a boy from Deswa Street. They did down the slum of Zwaju and growing up in the slum of Capital Bypass. Today have the stage of self-government. The essence of the propo agenda was to go against or minimize female genital mutilation and give the stage for young ladies. This president has appointed more female in government than any other president. That was the essence of the propo agenda. So that hasn't, I would say, I hope you can come on. That has not been exhausted yet, because until Cape Palma is connected to Cape Man, the propo agenda is still sailing until the last hamlet in this country, deep down in River Says, is connected to the last hamlet in Upper Wologisi that they wanted to sell. They haven't taken power yet. They are negotiating Wologisi until the last hamlet in that place is roofed with the basin. The propo agenda still sail, because Liberian, we are still challenged. Let us not sit there and say everything is milky.
Let's come back to the program held on Monday. What message do you think the program on Monday sends out to Liberians, especially the opposition bloc?
Yeah, so you know, the gathering of the program, the message is the fact that Liberians have come to the clear understanding that the country is on the path of development.
Okay.
When you antecedent years, when people were looting the covers of the state, evidenced by the statement from Sleepy Boakai that they squander the opportunity and resources of the young people. I mean, this is not a church. That politics is not a thing where you say somebody confess that again the second. No, Liberian people are very clear. that this government is doing extremely well. So the message, it is the people that are sending message to opposition, not even the party. It is the people.
Okay.
And the message is that elections are over. Like I eat a media clip to you, the elections are over. Elections are over. That is this synchronized message that elections are over. And people who think, I mean, they have political career, those careers will come to an end right after October process. Right after October process.
Even though you people are claiming to be loved by Liberians, but you people were defeated in 2 separate elections in Osorado. How can you boast of that?
Let me tell you this. I don't know. Well, that's in fact an added advantage to the CDC. That is the government, that is the democracy that we all pray for. That a sitting government, that a president will go to an election and his party is defeated and he accepts the result and move on without accusing the opposition and the paying people. That is what we call civilized democracy. We do not have monopoly over Liberia. We don't get the people brains in our head that we control it. They are humans. Sometimes if they think that things are not right, they can take decisions. And we are obliged to listen to them. That's why when those decisions were made, I mean, already since we were formed, we were always not fortunate to produce senators. We have always been challenged in winning senatorial election. In fact, in the election that you thought we lost more, it gave us the highest amount of senators since the foundation of CDC. Now many people know this history. When we were funded in 2002 and 2005, when everybody was doing vote all, in that entire year 2005, the highest amount of senators that CDC put up were how many? 3. Were 2 in Moswada, Hannah Bryan and Musu George Fremont, and then there's another guy from Magidi. He's called Roland Klein. I think Roland Klein also. Those are the 3 in the peak of CDC political career 2005. Since then, the second highest was 2014 when President Weah himself was contesting as senator in Moswada, when it was only he and Marshall Jr. from Grand Judea that won. So the argument is this going election I think won about 5 Senate reads. That was the highest ever in the history of CDC. But people saw that as defeat because we were ruling party. Okay. Since we were formed, we always struggled to win senatorial seat now, but not representative seat. In that same election, when we were losing for Senate, we were winning for representative. So people misinterpret that defeat. But let's just take it as a defeat. Right? It tells you that we are running a pure representative and unmanipulated democracy. Unlike them who accusing of paying money and raking and blah blah blah. These are all inconsequential arguments. What we've done is on that basis that the Liberian people will support us. They will support us for the fact that the president has built more than 233 primary roads since 2018 than any other president. He has constructed more than 111 kilometers of community and urban roads and commenced the construction of RRA road. See that road? How many Liberians in a lifetime ever thought that the road would be as wide as it is right now? Not many people thought about the MPA new terminal. You see that? You see the military hospital. You see, in this country for the first time now we have 19 doctors out to be specialized bone doctor. People doing kidney treatment, and you go to JFK, there's a dialysis center there. What happened all those years? Why didn't all those so-called Petra dialysis every time people going to Ghana? Today you can no longer go to Ghana because that service has been offered. They are the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital. Grange there today, they are building one of the biggest referral hospitals in Swatchu for the southeastern region. And you talk about on what basis we will be elected. We will be elected on the basis that since this government, no political prisoner, they put us in jail. Yeah, they raped us, they defaced us, the legs of Papi Solo were killed because they were in defense of the Martin Coalition for Democratic Change.
So one would think now that we go to the election, the program you held on Monday was a waste of resources. What can you say to that?
It's a waste of words for those who will say it's a waste of resources. They need to be taught what the chronological and dictionary meaning of waste. It's a waste. When the people got out to say thank you, President Weah, thank you for spending over 14 million on our budget in fiscal year 2020-2021 to ensure that
it's not the aspect of the people.
No. It is the people.
The expensive made to have that program.
No, listen to me. The people went outside. Listen to me. Since 2018 up to now, over 130,000 households, which is about 800,000 human beings, have been connected to the electrical grid. This government spent 60 million to import electricity from Africa using the Transco. And look, who using current? Look in your studio.
I see young men as Sekou Shemi today is an entrepreneur. We created a safe environment where people will not be intimidated. People going outside there to say thank you and pose a waste of resources.
Press freedom.
Press freedom. You know, and you say waste of resources in this country today. When they had a June 7 protest, we gave them water and bread. When we have our peaceful rally, they bloody money, they kill us. They use live bullet on us. And man, don't get any telling all waste of resources. These people are offering my service to define what waste is. Let me tell you what waste is. Waste is presiding over no car and having no car being robbed. That is waste. Waste is you, Joseph Walker, you know, is commander in chief. Imagine that after 43 useless years in government, you got nothing to offer. That is what waste is. Waste is being an agriculture minister and having no farm. That is what waste is. Waste is serving as vice president and after war, you sick, you can't even go to hospital. People have to collect money and carry you. You like Costa carry you in the basement and collect money for you. That is the dictionary meaning of waste. Let me tell you what waste is. Waste is living in rehab all those years and you could not even provide electricity for your neighbor. Rehab was like a slum. Today in Pastor, we have transformed rehab from the dungeon of abject poverty, from the stage of backwardness to the oasis of prosperity. That is what waste is, and that is what development is. Nobody can tell us about waste. Yeah, we know what waste is. Waste is 268 useless concession. Where you brought in El Nito, where you brought in gas pump, where you brought in Africa Petroleum, and you have no car presiding over no car, and they were having power lifestyle around here, telling young men to women. That is what waste is.
Yeah,
that is the definition of waste.
With your definition of waste, let me come in there.
Yeah.
The issue of the election is that Joseph Walker is not the only person you are contesting against. So why is it that you keep saying all of what you just said? It has a link to Joseph Walker and that other person.
Joseph Walker, listen to me. I don't waste my time.
Do you think we should be?
That's the reason why. Let me speak for yourself, Samara.
No, Samara.
You just question where it comes.
Listen to me.
So all of what you said about waste, you attributed or linked it to Joseph Walker. He's not the only person.
No, let me tell you the reason. You go on NEC website. Yeah, I believe in. I'm a quantitative element. I believe in numbers. The last time we went to election, the man who came second to president, we were Joseph Walker. So
he's taking him as a me opposition.
I mean that is the definition of me opposition. The man who come next to you, he's the person with the closest chance. Because when we went to the pool, the Liberian people saw him as second option, and he's still riding on that sentiment of serving as vice president. So he's a major. We don't waste 7%. Do I waste my time on 7%? There's a guy called Cummins who obtained 7%. I don't waste my time on Cummins. No, don't do that.
Yes, I want to ask you this question. Looking at the level of work President Weah have done for the Liberian people, according to you, don't you think that we should be using this space to talk more about the vision of His Excellency than that of attacking?
No, they leave it with me. Liberian people decide what I'm talking to. Let them see, because sometimes your opponent they appear to be injured. They go in the community and people say, you know, he said in 400 days he will connect the whole country with road and no car will get stuck. That's insanity. You got to tell the people. Sometimes the people are vulnerable. You got people going outside there lying to them, glamorous lie.
So you use this platform to
no, I use the platform to tell you what I have done and to tell you what they did not do, and to tell you that they are lying. They are dark angels. They are dangerous elements. They are human pie seller and harvest. Can they harvest or be afraid of them when you see them in your community? They are dangerous people.
So let's go to the lines and have interaction of some of those who are listening to the program this morning. So you can call us on 0770907907907, 08809079007, and let's hear what you have to put forth on the program today as we have our guests seated in studio to hear from you as it relates to what you want to talk about. Let's go quickly to this line. That's the orange line. Good morning.
Good morning, your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you for having me again. I'm J. Sebastian Pabu Sr., and I'm calling from the compound of the Intellectual Response Bureau of the Mate Coalition.
30 minutes, my brother. 30 seconds, sorry. 30 seconds. Go ahead.
I'm talking in my own capacity as a vice chair for legal and governmental affairs. And let me say congratulations to you for the topic of discussion. And let me say bravo to your studio guests. They made no mistake. All the information disseminated by them this morning, they are all truth. And it is something that is clear. You can see it written on the wall. And let me go to the issue that had to do with people being paid. If you can retrospect go back 2005 when we used to take our own t-shirt. I wish that some of us were still in high school, take our shirt to bring just on the CDC or Jovia app or any single news to be on.
Okay.
Only
We have a lot of people on
Thank
the
you
line.
very much.
Thank you. Let's go to the Lusa line. Good morning. Good morning. You are live.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live.
Oh, thank you very much. Let me say good morning to you, good morning to the Vote of Liberia family, and good morning to astute leaders institute for the recognition and poker robot.
Poker. 30 seconds, poker, go you well. If you just pour this program for me today, I'll not go down well with you and I.
No problem. I'll be very brief. Okay, so I'm the chairman for the Friends of Journalists and my coach for the re-election of President George Manning Developmental Orient Area.
Okay.
My astute leader has articulated well when it comes to how the president has proceeded very unprecedentedly in the purpose of the Liberian people. Mind you, don't you tell by the fear of opposition. No, we are very.
Okay, let's have this next person, Poker. You can.
Good morning.
Good morning, you're live.
Yeah, let me say good morning to the studio guests. My name is Alvin Daniel and I call for the UN draft.
Okay.
Well, let me appreciate people this morning for the beautiful talking point. Also, let me appreciate Almighty God again for pumping breath into us, our voice to be heard. My sister, I think the guys in the studio have said it all. Look, President Weah, when you check around the 15 political subdivisions of Liberia, you will get to know that President Weah made well for this region. Since 1847, Liberia tried to be 176 years old. Subtract the 170 years with President Weah, 6 years, you will get to know that President Weah made well for this place. Also, first will be another day that the world will get to know that the celebrations of October 10th will start on October 1st because all the brothers of President Weah, we will recalibrate to celebrate for President Weah to know that this country, we will transform this country under President Weah regime. Because we see they look at international airport road, tell the citizens of Liberia, this is the first time for us to get 6 leads trying to get on that particular road. So our lead is 6 leads. So why we can't appreciate President Weah? It's just that few people say they want to appreciate President Weah. We get out to see me. I'm on Nimakate. I see the car on the road and I say they with me in Nimakate. So I can appreciate President Weah. But the world get to know. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next person. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live. Your name and where you calling from?
Yes, my name is Brema William, and I join you from a capital shop this morning to be precise in District 13 Tupu Village. Let me say thank you to the studio guests there. You know, my sister, I hear people saying, oh, they pay all they go Monday to go at the headquarters. You know, some of us, we keep Village Junction to go at the headquarters. They say, oh, yeah, wait, we bring a car. We say, no, we now ride car, we want to go. But you know, in our sense, one way or the other, so they say they pay us, I will say, yes, President, we have paid us. And let me need some of the pay that President, we have paid us. President, we have paid the drug-committed people to build their road and to build a ministerial there for them to where they get their children and play football. President, we have paid the people of FE by opening our park there that we can go there big day and holiday and other days to enjoy ourselves. President, we have paid the people of Riwaji County to put layoff in Riwaji County. President, we have paid the people of Bapolu to build hospital for them. The President, we have paid the people of Bomi, District 3, Maga District, to pave that road from District Bapolu. President, we have paid the people of County.
Thank you, Thank you, I know your cabinet were waiting for you. Good morning, Yanime. Where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live.
Yeah, I don't want poker.
Yeah, poker. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Let me say, thank you to my brilliant or leader in studio for articulating.
You already said that. Go to the point, my brother.
What I'm saying here, if anybody says, President, we have paid off the community, we say yes. President, we have paid off by paying our tuition, by alleviating the burden of what is our parents. That's the pay, President, we have paid off. President, we have paid off giving us a constructive place for Liberia that we never thought of. We never thought of Holy Road. Yeah, sorry. President, we are paying. President, we are paying for this station last year, our health care. Today, the people of Babalu, they are kind of JFK, they can be treated adequate. Where is Babalu? That's the place, President, we are paying. Okay. We are paying for getting our people a fantastic market structure.
Thank you, Poka.
So we have to be there for the sarcastic statement for our children.
Poka. Good morning, Yalina. Where are you calling from?
My name is Sumada Sano, calling from the script, and people to defend us.
Go ahead.
You know, the best day ever place who will work for the president is lost. And I want President here to see the president. President here to the best place who is lost. In case I want to want you, you just stop there. In case I want to road, then I want to follow through the market here, and support them into business, and favor the things they look upon the street, try to send them on the street.
Okay, let's have this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live.
My name is Oliver Johnson, and I call from Otis Congo Town. Let me say thanks to your studio guest. But let me say, Honorable Ronald Jobayu, thank you for your elaboration. But there are some things, I really want you to go back on the drawing board in terms of saying a lot of things against Jeremiah Cohen, that of Joseph Boyka. I don't think that these are messages be preaching around here. You should be saying to the Liberian people what the president have done and what they intend to do. But the faces we saw they got on Monday, see your Monday working day, Monday, and then you use Monday to say you appreciate the president. On what ground are you appreciate the president? See the face of those people. And you don't see hunger in the face of the people, or with nobody say the fact. Be realistic to issues. I don't think because you want to protect your job, but you should be real to the point, not to say everything is fine, well, and all of that. Well, see our brothers around here. Do you think things are well for them? And you think so? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having your say on this platform. 0770. Let's just take all of the calls and you will comment. Let's have it.
Janine, where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning, you are live.
Janine, where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Kufa. I call from Bannersville, Benestop.
Welcome, go ahead.
Yeah, first I want to thank the studio girls for their brilliant elaboration to the disco. So nobody has said it all. We are fighting the battle between good and evil. And people don't see us as opponents, they see us as enemies. So we have to take the battle to the gates so that we can be able to deliver this country. God bless you guys.
I hope the battleground will be an election ballot. Thank you.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you ever so much. Thank you for having your say this morning on the show. Good morning, Liberia. I think we can. Let's take this last call and then we call it a day of course. Good morning.
Hello, my children, I'm here again. My sister on the line.
Morning, Mama.
Let me say good morning to my son. I don't know you. How you coming on?
Yeah, good morning, Mama. Good morning.
Okay. This is my sister. I'm calling from South my children. Just thank you, blessing for the country. Just thank you. Look, my people there. Because we always tell you, I say, these people, there will be a chaos. They put up the one for Liberia, but we are paying what we want to that they want to catch on my son. Who will what against them? Who will battle them? What say that? What will say that laughing will send it to the bond their life? Who will say that they got their people to area? They could laugh too much. The Liberia people, they were yet what they did. How many road they pay? Kind of don't come and see it now. That kind of don't come and a class fee. They were yet what you pay for our children. That's it. I'm doing this and don't come and say it. 4 o'clock, 1 point. Now they make it easy for people and put smarts on their faces. So then they can go in the bathroom and start to fresh some more. What I'm saying,
thank you, Marcy. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So let's now go back to our guests to comment about the caller that called and was talking about.
Yes. So again, when you listen to most of the callers. And everyone is counting the initiatives of the president. And we don't want to re-emphasize, and we say to you that in as much as the people are feeling the impact of this president, we do not want to compromise the position of these people.
Okay.
So it's on that basis that we still say here in the studio that this government and this president, our party, the Indomitable Mighty Coalition of Democratic Change, it is the people's property. Because this institution was given birth to by the people. And so the people will do all they can to ensure that they stay with this party in as much as the party is delivering. Because what is happening here, there are things that are visible here. We are not preaching about President George Weah development in oblivion. You go to the invisible park, you see, it has become a point of attraction. Almost every day you see cars parking, you see people playing, people having fun. You go in the good town, you see state of the art sport page. You go rare PSP. So for us, we think it's just about the visible development of the president for which the people today they are inspired.
Okay.
So thank you very much. And dear brother has said it. The people converge in validation of the president's initiative. Sometimes you be doing things for people, it may not be what they want. They will not appreciate you. But if the people correspondingly, adhere to what you are doing, that's what they want. The people wanted a market structures. President Weah has built more than 20 market structures across the country. All the 15 counties in this country, our mothers, the older women, do not have to sell in the water. You have to sell on a leaking roof. No. To sell and to be a poor person should not be a crime. Dignity should be added to you. This president has added dignity to the old mother for some product of poor women. My mother is an uneducated woman. She's a 4th grade dropout who sells in the market. To see President Weah building a roof on top of her, it brings tears down my eyes. That's what the people want. President Weah, all the 15 county chiefs, the elders, the zones, they are the custodian of power, the owner of the land. President Weah is the first president in the history of this country who said the chief should stop getting on motorbike and start being towed in hammer. He provided vehicles and motorbikes for all the chiefs in this country. That is what the people want. Proper homes constructed everywhere in this country. Dual citizenship. I lived in America before. I know the discrimination of coming back home. And because you went outside there to vent, for a better opportunity, when you come back, people disproportionately hate you. But when you're outside there, they want you to send money. When you come back, they say, don't be citizen. President, we have break that barrier today. Our brothers and sisters in the diaspora can come back and make things okay. Then he called, there's a guy who called and want us not to talk about that. This guy is saying, I shouldn't tell the people how dangerous his candidates are. If somebody, look, I did not say it. A man who supported them, a man who coined the team, rescue team. That was the man who, when he left the citizen, when he was their hero, he got disproportionately angry and discombobulated in his anger. He came out and confessed, God, the Joshua is a blessed child, blessed leader. God made them to confess and said, this man is dangerous. He can harvest kidney back. I'm quoting his souls. And you say, why should I talk about it? The people, look, and not because we want power, but we care for the Liberian people in the community. They should know how dangerous the ticket is. You know what? Let me tell you, I've been to Asia. In Asia, I'm over one kidney. They got money. Your girls, children, the young people in the community. When you see the Imlin Unity Party, I'm saying this on record with zero regret, you run away from that Imlin because they are dangerous people. They are aggressively hunting kidneys in the neighborhoods. They are dangerous people. They should not come around the executive mansion. You talk about Boaga. Let me tell you in conclusion, everyone that has worked with Boaga, he has disappointed them. Everyone. Let me give you an example. Mana Salif took Boaga from nowhere. Nobody knew him in 2005. She imaged him. She made him who he wanted to be. Made him vice president 2 times. After she left, because of his ungratefulness, because of his ingratitude, his bad job ethics, in this place you're working, if your colleague, if your boss, Sekou Sheriff cannot vouch for you when you leave from here, who else? Mansali could not vouch for him in 2017 because of a bad behavior. Today, his own vice president he appointed in 2017, Nukwe too cannot vouch for him. So the person he hired and the person that hired him, both of them cannot vouch for him. Amin Moda, the man who used his better Kasa money and go bank rob. Today, Amin Moda is disappointed. Like this guy they call women pay.
Okay.
So in conclusion, if Joseph Boaga can disappoint people who in his bedroom, who got a WhatsApp number, have a Liberian people that he doesn't even know. So in essence, in short, he's a dangerous old man. He should not be elected. He should be retired. Elect President George Weah. He is a leader sent by God to redeem Liberia from the bondage of utter poverty to the
Okay.
oasis of prosperity.
Thank you ever so much. All of what you said, these are all allegations that are yet to be proven, and all of that. So thank you ever so much for being here. Thank you ever so much for being here this morning. We look forward to seeing more of you on this platform, Voice of Liberia.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so on that note, this is how we like to go home on the program. Good morning, Liberia. We've been talking with Rhonda Dobayu and that of Head Love Mark. They are from the CDC government, and they were here to talk about the post discussion on the thank you program that was held for the president at this current time. Before we go off the radio, let me bring you this sad news from Grand Chile County, Zweju, this morning. We lost one Antonin named Leovia. He's the regional commander of the Zweju belt, and we lost him to a fire incident this morning. That's so sad for Liberia. Just yesterday, we lost Hans Bachu, representative of Grand Bassa County. But on that note, this is how we like to go home. Grace Williams, Joshua, Samira Wola, and Famata Duncan, we've been here serving you breakfast this morning. And this is how we like to go home on the program. Good morning.